Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
They go play action. Trubisky. And his first pass is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And once again, not much running room. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that will be incomplete. It's scared to run upfield. And it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Trey Norwood. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Trubisky, and that is incomplete. The turnover put in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. Says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
The Eagles at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that you're open week comes a little bit later in the year, but when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. The touchdown giving him the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Backed up here in a tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. After 1-7-0. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. Now it's Trubisky. And this throw incomplete. The defender over that time. It's going to lead to third down. Got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now Trubisky to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a first down carry for Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Trubisky. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And the Steelers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Give to the fullback. This is Wild. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Harris not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On third and goal, Trubisky. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He opted to go with the scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be set.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On first down, Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is still just short of third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Here's Presley Harvin now. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Another run with Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll run with Sanders, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On the sneak, it's Hurts, and he'll get it. He's over for a touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Eagles go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it was capped off on a quarterback sneak for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. fields it right around the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So, message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
From the 29, Trubisky. And here's Freiermuth again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a third down throw. He misses the target, incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready. Let's go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and in for the Steelers touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. This offense returns to the field, and former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Harris running straight ahead. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Nice little gain. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He's in 3 on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape, because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Throwing here, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Now Trubisky. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On the give, this is Harris. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That's a mountain of a man to just make that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Now it's Trubisky. Touchdown! Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. And the Eagles dodge manageable, and they cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Throwing is Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of
touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, well, it goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Trubisky will throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Even go deep on one of these first snaps just because